Hey, what's going on, traders? I am going to do another video today. I'm going to do the full setup of a strategy I found. I picked this one because it's going to be a pretty easy one to go in and do, but I think it's good for everybody to see how to do something from start to finish. Now, I did look at this and set it up prior, not in Tradelab, but on TradingView, and I honestly don't think this is going to be the best strategy to use. I do think it'll be easy to set up, and I think we could make improvements on it. So if you have any suggestions on improvements for this strategy, leave them in the comments below. I've got some ideas myself, and I may do two separate strategies. For the coin I'm putting it on today, I kind of looked at TradingView and on Bybit to see what coins seem to have a decent amount of movement, and I found this LDO USDT. I have no idea what it is, but I figure I don't have a strategy set up on it yet. We'll give it a shot. I've already taken notes for this strategy, and I've put them here. So this is the strategy. Insane 260% profit 5-minute scalping strategy, tested 800 times. I don't really think they tested it 800 times, but we'll check it out. Okay, so fairly easy. We'll come over here. I did the super trend. It's just the TradingView super trend. Yeah, so just use the TradingView super trend and the same thing with the EMA. So I changed the settings already to ATR length 55, factor to 2, and I put the EMA on here, did the 200. I left it blue. That's usually what color I have. The EMA on my charts for the 200, that is. And I also put this price closes indicator on here because we're going to track the price and make sure that we have a green candle when the super trend indicator turns bullish, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so now we're gonna figure out how to set this up in Tradelab. Go to my strategies, click the plus symbol. Okay, I'm gonna make this not active for the moment. I'm going to call this, let's see, what's the insane 260%, 5 minute. All right, we'll just call it that then. Okay, so we'll save that. So what I'm going to do first is when I have a strategy, I like for everything to be unique to the strategy I'm building right now. So in order to do that for the webhook messages in Tradelab, or in TradingView that comes to Tradelab, we're going to set up a couple variables so the webhook message is unique. So we'll go here to variables, plus we're going to do alphanumeric. We're going to call this label. We're going to spell it correctly, otherwise we may have some issues. Also going to do one called time frame. You could use interval, which is a TradingView term that's already there, but this is just something to make me understand it a little bit better. Okay, after you make these two variables, you're going to come up here to the edit button, and you'll see read only and show and setup up here. You're going to click those to both be true and then save it, because when you do the strategy builder on the setup, you want that to be there so you can make it unique. You're going to put in the time frame for the coin you're on, and you're going to label your strategy. Okay, those are saved. We'll X out. Now, we're going to figure out what alerts we're going to need. So I've got my notes here. And for a long, we need the super trend to turn green. So let's see what alerts are already on here. So super trend. So you got uptrend and downtrend. Uptrend is going to be when the line turns green. Downtrend is going to be when the line turns red. So we need to make alerts for both. So we're going to go back over to Tradelab, click on the alerts tab. And hit plus. So this will be super trend green. So let's see. We'll put the instructions for the super trend indicator in here. So if you guys copy the strategy off the community browser, it's in here. You've already got the notes, and you'll know how to set it up when you do it yourself. So is it the ATR 55 factor 2? Okay. So then we're gonna say trend go here. So let's see. TradingView has kind of changed a little bit. So let's trend. Why that's not giving me something, because we don't want it crossing, we just want it to be an uptrend. Interesting. Okay, well, maybe we'll have to use a different super trend indicator. I don't understand what happened there. Let's see. Super trend plus. Let's see if this one is the same. Now we got the buy, sell signals. We'll change the ATR 2. I'm not sure what the source is, so we'll just see if this is the same. Okay, appears to be. Okay, yeah, looks the same. So, scratch that, don't use the regular super trend. Let's make sure we got the uptrend alerts, and we can, yeah, super trend buy, super trend sell. That's what we need. So, we will change this in strategy. We're going to use super trend by Kavank something. So I'm going to put that in my notes. And I'm going to change that in my notes on here. Call it Kavank O. So, now, they say in the strategy to take out these clouds or whatever. You don't need to. So, now we're going to do super trend buy. can't spell. So trend by so let's change this for a second. We're going to create a new template just so it's for this strategy. So we'll call this Insane 260. You hit the plus, then you have your new template here. You need to make sure that this template is correct when you go to create your alerts. Okay, so now we're going to have a unique webhook to this template. We'll change this in a second. We could leave that buy signal if we want to, or we could make it S green. Just return green. So symbol, trading variable symbol. We're going to change this to label to be strategy variable label. Got another field called time frame because we made a variable for that. Gonna make it dynamic. We're going to come off the strategy variable that we made called time frame. Now, when we create this alert in TradingView and Tradelab, the message is going to be unique to what we set up in the strategy builder. And now that we have one alert, I'm going to save this and we'll set it up in here. I'll show you where that comes into play. We're going to do it now. Oh, sometimes you have to save. We'll quit. Find the Insane 260. There it is. Edit. Okay. So we'll do strategy setup. Do it now. My exchange, I'm going to use my regular Bybit account, contract symbol, choose an LDO. So label, I'm going to call this Insane 260. And we're doing it on the 5-minute time frame. Now my messages are going to be unique to the strategy. We're not going to set this up right now. We'll make a couple more alerts and then we'll do some setups. So now, because the super trend red is going to be essentially the same, we'll just change the wording. We're going to copy this alert and we're going to come in here and edit it. So we're going to change this to red. Super trend indicator, ATR, super trend sell. Oops. Change this to sell. Our alert template, Insane 260. We do S red. We still have the label and the time frame are in there, our symbol, everything here should be good, so we're going to save that. Now we're going to look to see what other alerts we're going to need. So we're going to need a price above or below the EMA. So we could do this with a data alert, or we could do it with an alert from TradingView. I think just for simplicity's sake, we'll do the alert from TradingView. So we're going to make a variable. We'll call it, oops, okay. We'll do a true false, say price above 200. Save that. Now we're going to make two different alerts for the price above the 200 EMA. So the first one's going to be price above. So we're going to place I apologize if you can hear my dog barking. $200. Okay. So price greater than 200. Oops. EMA. Call this above 200. We're going to use the same template because this is our insane 260 template. Okay, we're going to copy this. Be below. Make an alert for price less than. Less than 200 EMA. Say below. Below 200. So because the super trend red and green is going to be our entry signal, we're going to wait to make alerts for this, but we can make alerts and attach these to the variable we just made. So we'll take this over here, we'll drag and drop it into the entry rules. So because I've got my symbol, label, and time frame coming in from the strategy setup, I'm going to change these so that if you guys copy this in the community browser, you can use whatever coin you want. So in order to do that, to make this just automatically read off of there, we're gonna do custom alert symbol equals strategy trade setting symbol. So now it's going to take whatever coin you want, not just the one we're doing right now. For label, we want that to equal strategy variable label. And for time frame, we want it to equal strategy variable time frame. So when we do the strategy setup, it's going to populate this variable. See, the label and the time frame, they have to match in order for the signal to be true. So now when this comes in from Tradelab, or from TradingView to Tradelab, it's going to set our strategy variable for price above 200 to true. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back to our alerts. I'm going to take the price below 200. We're going to drag that over here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to change this to strategy trade settings. Strategy variable label, time frame, strategy variable time frame. So if you're just copying this template from the community browser, you're not going to have to worry about this. But if you're wanting to create a strategy on your own and use it on different coins, this is what you're going to do, because then it's going to work. You set up your alerts in TradingView, attach them here, you're good. So now when this one comes through, we're going to set that variable price above to false. Okay. Now this is also something that we want to track while we're in the trade. So the blue rules are what Tradelab is looking for prior to being in the trade. The orange rules are what Tradelab is looking at while you're in a trade. So we're going to copy this to the other side. Same thing with this, because we want it always to be tracking. Okay. Now, we've got our buy and sell, got our EMA. Now we need to figure out a way to track the green candle. So we're going to use that price closes indicator, but first we have to set up a data alert for it. So let's go to alerts. We'll call this insane price data. It's going to be a brand new alert. Okay. So I'm going to say say these messages in trading. So, in order to make this work, we're going to look here at what alerts are available in price closes. So plot bar open, plot bar high, plot bar low, plot bar close, and the MA. Turn this back on. Make this bigger. We're gonna look over here. Now, this used to be the fourth one down, but now it's the data window is the third. Little symbol down on the right for TradingView. So we're gonna look at our price closes plots. So it looks like all of these numbers are always going to be showing something. So when we make the alert for this, we could do plot bar open greater than 0 once per bar close, because that's always going to be updating and feeding a number to TradingView, which will then go to Tradelab. So here, oops, we're going to do messages. So let's go plot bar open. Once per bar close. So this is going to be a data alert. So we still need these. So we're going to still have our strategy variable label, our strategy variable time frame, but now we also need our plots. So you got plot 0, 1, 2, 3, and the MA here. Plot bar open, plot bar close. So I believe 0 is going to be open, 1 is going to be high, low should be 3, and close should be, or 2, and then close should be 3. Right? The way we can guarantee that is it's considering the open of the candle and the close of the candle. So this candle closed, let's see, when this buy signal hit, the candle closed at around 1.580. I guess 1590. So yeah, open, the high, low, close. So I think we're only really going to want to track the open and the close because we're going to need to see if it was a bullish or a bearish candle. So let's see over here. Sorry, thinking out loud. So we're really only going to need 2 more fields. We're going to want the open price and close price of the candle. It's going to come in as a number. Make it dynamic because it's always changing. And we're going to set this to come in from the TradingView plot number. The open price we've established is the first one. The first plot in TradingView is always 0. So we're going to change this to plot 0. It's our open price. And close is going to be 0, 1, 2, 3. Plot 3 right here. So close. We're going to make sure this is on plot number 3. Now when we make the alert for this data is going to constantly come in to TradingView. We're going to change this to price data. So also, if we're tracking the current price, we can use the close price. So every time TradingView updates, it will send, and when the candle closes, it'll send that information here. So now we need a variable for number, close, number, open. So we've got our price above 200. We're going to use these for our green or red candle. Those are all the alerts we're going to need, but let's go ahead and we're going to put our price data alert over here. Again, we're going to change this strategy trade settings symbol. I'm going to keep track of the strategy variable label, strategy variable time frame. Oops. Now, these are actually going to be our variables. We're going to change our variables over here from the custom alerts. So to make this data work the way we want it, we're going to set strategy variable open to custom alert. Save this for a second. Quit. Go back in. Okay. So strategy variable open equals custom alert. Let's see if that shows up now. open. And strategy variables, strategy variable, close, custom alert, close. Okay. Now we're going to remove this from here because we do not need it. This is another thing where we're going to want to keep it constantly updating, which is save some problems later. We'll copy that to the other side. Oops. Oh, okay, put it on top, that's fine. So I believe that's all the information we're looking at currently. Now we need our take profits and our stop lines. So these are set. So we don't have to do anything major like I did in my last video where we set like a risk to reward. That's something maybe we'll do to improve this later, or do multiple stops to take profits. But for strategy being set up exactly the way the video shows, we're going to add a stop loss line, just one, for chart move percentage, and we wanted 0.5 to close the position. Market order so it does it right away, just call it stop line. We're going to also add a take profit, just one, and that's supposed to be a 3%, 3.0. Next, close position, limit order, call it take line. Now our stop and take profit should be all set up. They are right here. So now we are going to set up our entry alerts because these are our exits. So for our entry alerts, we're going to use Supertrend green and Supertrend red. So let's do our long first. We're gonna drag this over to our entry and change this just like we changed the other alerts. So this is off of strategy trade settings symbol. Again, if you're using this out of the community browser, you're not going to have to worry about this. It's already going to be done. It's going to be strategy variable label, strategy variable time frame. Now, for our buy signal to be valid, we also want strategy variable price above 200 to be true. We also want a green candle. So we're going to say we also want strategy variable I guess we're going to have to see if this works the way I want it to. First, I want to see something. I think it's pretty much a green candle on every buy and a red one on every sell. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's not something we actually have to set. We'll leave that data in there. I guess that's kind of overkill. But it looks like the sell signal only comes if there's actually like a bearish or a bullish candle. So I'll show you what I was going to do, but it's not necessary. So I was thinking what we would do for green, you would want the close variable, close to be greater than strategy variable open. But I don't think we need to do that, so we'll remove this for now. We have that data coming in there maybe for later. So I guess this is really all we need, is when the Supertrend green signal comes through, we just want to make sure that the price is above 200. Maybe we'll put this at the top, so it looks like that first. The way I just moved that is I came here to modify conditions, close that. So when this is true and this signal comes in, then We want to place order. That's really as basic as this strategy is. So now we're going to do the same thing for the short signal. So red, change this strategy trade settings symbol. We have to match our label, our strategy variable label, and our strategy variable time frame. Okay. We also want strategy variable price above 200 to be false. Okay, I'm going to move this to the top. Oh, there's one more thing I forgot. So we're going to do place order. So the thing I forgot to add already is before we place the order, we want Tradelab to switch our side to buy so we can take a long. So we're going to set strategy trade settings, side to buy. We're going to move this before place order. If we didn't do that, it would never change, and every time you got a signal for the long or the short, it would just enter whatever you had right here. So take this off, and here we're also going to do the same thing. We want to set strategy trade setting, side, sell. We want that to happen before we place the order. Okay. I believe that's all we have to do for this strategy. It's very, very simple. Green candle, short. Again, I think we can improve this strategy. I don't believe that this is going to have the backtesting results, but throw it up there on the community browser and we'll see. So we're going to use an account percentage. Let's do 1%. It said 10x. I'm going to use 3. We'll just see what happens. Buy long, get it on Bybit. Market order. Okay. Going to save this. Going to quit. Now we're going to set up our alerts in TradingView. But we're going to go from the beginning. Okay. Going to go to strategy setup. We're going to do it now. This is what we're labeling it. This is our time frame. Hit continue. Now we're going to set up all our alerts in TradingView. First one I'm going to do is super trend green. So we're going to go to our super trend indicator. Add alert for buy. That's for bar close. Call this. You know what? We'll do it this way. trend green. So all you have to do is click on this. Then you're going to click on here, paste it, delete this, go here, click on your message, paste that. Now you got to go up to notifications, delete the webhook that's in here because it's not going to be that one. Click, paste. Now we've got our super trend green alert. We're going to make our super trend red alert. Super trend sell. Let's put bar close. Paste our name. Delete this. Copy our message. Oops. Copy our message. Up here, we're going to make our make sure our webhook is correct. Should be the last one we use, but we'll paste it anyway. We got our super trend info. We're going to follow the instructions here. If we go to, click on this, we'll click on the little alarm clock up here because we want the price. Greater than 200 EMA. Let's bar close. And we're going to click on our message name, or we'll click on the name. Paste that in here. Click on our message. Oh. I don't create that yet. I need to. What happened to my alert? Okay, make sure my webhook is correct in here. Let's make sure our webhook is the same. Save that. Back. Price less than. $200 EMA, once per bar close. Going to copy the name. Going to copy the message. Make sure our webhook is correct. DA, we're good. Create. So I think we established that we don't need the price data, but we'll put it in here right now just so we can watch it come in, or we may use it later. So you'll see this is a different webhook. See, this is why you want to make sure that you check every time. So we want to go to the price closes. Add an alert. And we established earlier that we want to use plot bar open greater than 0 once per bar close. Plot bar open greater than 0 once per bar close. Same price data. Copy our message. And change our webhook. That. And we have that alert made. Got all our alerts set up. It's all done. Now we wait, see if it fires. So also, I'm gonna go here now. Yep, we'll go to this one. We'll edit the description. Say, what's this video called? By switch stats. Okay. Call this same 60 5 minutes. There we go. Allow you to copy it, allow you to follow it. Oh, what should we use for a picture? There we go, we'll screenshot this. And after I finish the video, I'll put that in here. Now, you know what? I'll put the link to this one here also. Okay. Now it's shared. Save that. We'll quit. And we'll watch it. And you guys will be able to, let's see if we can find it. Come into the community browser. Not sure how fast this updates. Oh, there it is, right there, most recent. So actually, I do want to go back and make sure my variables are set correctly currently. It shouldn't matter in this strategy because every time a bar closes, it should reset whether the price is above or below. It is above, it's set correctly. Okay, we're good. It's really the only thing we need to look for right now. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you have any improvements you'd like to see made to this strategy, leave them in the comments. I can always duplicate it and have a and B, see which one does better. I may try to improve this myself. If you see in my notes here, make the trade close once the price crosses the 200 again, or look for another moving average to weed out bad trades. I've looked at the 50 and I've also looked at the Hull suite, so I may try to change this and we'll see what works and what doesn't. But for now, we'll just track the original strategy and see how it actually does. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you in the next video.